Good evening, folks. I'm Lee, the Pid Village Trader. And tonight I'm doing my usual stock screening for tomorrow. And I thought, as I've never really brought you along in that journey before, I thought it would be a good chance to do that in this one today. So basically, as I've mentioned before in my other videos, when I do think I need to open more positions for the following day, then how I do that is I will check the market movers for today's market session, and I will check which stocks have had volume in those share prices or volume in trades and have resulted in movements in share price for today. That could either be a riser or a faller. You usually find them on stock sites where they indicate, the fallers for the day or the risers for the day, and that usually is a good indication of stocks that have something going on with them, and I've always found that to work quite well for me when I'm choosing things. So I've identified three tonight, and they are Barr, AG PLC, AG Barr PLC, Plus500, and Safestore Holdings PLC. These are all from the FTSE 250 index. Now I'm going to go through quickly why I got in, or why I even have these on my radar. Basically, as I mentioned earlier on, when I see some movement in a market over a certain amount, then I'm interested in that stock because it indicates to me, it's evidence to me that something is happening with that stock. So if we look at the first one, Barr, we can see that since the 10th of December 2018, this stock has increased by almost 22% in value. That indicates to me that there is a strong, reasonably strong upward trend in place. And if you look, it was quite steady away until we got to the 13th of May, so about a month ago, and then we had this really nice run up where the share price looks like it's jumped up around about 10%. So, and then in the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, we've had the share price fall away. So this to me is a strong share because we've got a historical evidence of positive upward price action. So there's greed here, there's pressure on this price to move upwards, and if we go back further, we can see that there is generally a positive trend in this stock. Why it's interesting right now is because it's had a little bit of a pullback. So pullback here. And I think that this could be an indication that the fear is starting to creep into the market. The stock is trading at the highest share price it has been at since it's been listed. Therefore, you've got this natural process of fear. Oh my God, we've got to sell this stock. We've got to cash in our profits and make our money. So that's why we've got this fall off, and that's why I think this is a good opportunity to be long. So the one problem you've got though at this rate, at this price as a small account trader, let's say if you're only trading with £1,000 or something, is the share price is 910. So if I want to be in this to buy it, I usually trade £10 per point. That's my kind of go-to amount. If I think, now remember, step one of the do nothing spread betting system is to manage your risk. So if we say we only want to risk we don't want to risk no more than 10% of our account on each trade, that means I should not be risking any more than £1,100 per trade. However, because my account is larger than £1,000 now, I can reduce that risk per trade down to 5%. So I don't want to be risking any more than £600 per trade. So realistically, I would want my stop to be, I would think, down this level, which to me would be wide enough to ride out any further volatility and keep me in the position to move longer. Now that's 111 points away. If I'm in this position for £10 a point, then that means my total risk on the position is £1,117, which is about 10% of my account. So if I was to do that, I would be trading outside my usual risk parameters. I mean, not my usual risk parameters, because I do generally work on a 10% per position risk. But if you did want to risk no more than 5% of your account, you would have to place a position size of £5 per point to give you the space the room that you need to not get stopped out too early on this position. So that's what I would be thinking for this position. I'm probably going to sit on the fence with this one. I'm not going to open it just yet. I still have plenty of other positions open. A few good profitable positions. Jupiter Fund Management has really taken off today. We first got in there, and then since then we've just had this really strong push up. So I anticipate that we might see a bit further of a push up in the next few weeks. Obviously, Evraz is still climbing high, and it's actually ridden out a bit of downward pressure today, and it's really not made that much difference to the momentum of this stock. So I'm still happy to be in that position. So I'm not really desperate to be in any new positions now, but I would highlight that as a possibility. Now, if you want to trade with a smaller account size, so this one, the stock price or the share price is 580, I would be short in this position, which is Plus500 Limited, and that is because since Wednesday, the 7th of November 2018, this share price has dropped by 56% or almost 57%. There's a big gap down here, another big gap down here. If the cycle of human emotion does genuinely repeat itself, I would consider the possibility that there might be another gap down on the way. Not always the case, but what I'm saying is I see no evidence here. When I look at this, and I only trade what I see, I don't trade what I think, I see no evidence of any strength really in this stock. Therefore, I would be looking to go short here in this position. And in this case, I look comfortably able to have a stop, I would think, in this kind of region here. Which would be roughly almost 90 points away. So, and my limit, obviously I don't set limits as I've mentioned before, because you don't know where the price is going to go. No one knows where the market goes. But I wouldn't really want to. So again, if I'm sticking to my usual risk parameter, I'd be happy to put £10 per point in this position at this point here, and that would give me a total risk on this position of £887. Do I think it's worth it? There's not a great deal of volatility in each day. It's kind of hovering around, between 10 and 25 points per day. So you could get that £200 day, but I don't know. I would be short in it though. So it is something that I'm just highlighting because it's something that I saw today. Therefore, I am highlighting it. And the next one is this one, which I would be tempted to be in, and I would be tempted to be long in this position, since this is Safestore Holdings, and since the 8th of May 2018, this share has experienced an almost 19% increase in the price. This stock has increased in price by 18%. To me, that indicates that there's plenty of room for further movement. And also, if you look at this trend, we've had a kind of a strong trend for a long time. So it indicates that this is a very strong share over the long term. And just recently, and why this has been highlighted to me, is because today the share price actually dropped by almost 2%, which was roughly a 13-point move in a single day, which again is £130 worth of movement in a single day. We are trading at an all-time high. So we've tried it again, we've tried it again. So if I was trading on technical analysis, I would be saying that this is some kind of resistance line. But at some point, and this is now the 4th time that we've tried to get past this point, we will, at some point something's got to give. So, I would be tempted to be long in this position, and I would probably look to hold it for, a few months to see where that goes. And for this one, I would be long, I would be buying. My stop probably would be just here, which is only 20 points away. Now, I would go wider. I would go wider to this kind of this level, give myself some room. So I'm well within my 46 points. I'm well within my £500 risk per trade on this one, and I would be tempted to be in this one at £10 a point at this level, with of course no limit from here. This does look like a good one. I am genuinely considering opening it right now, but obviously I can't because it's evening, so it will be tomorrow morning when I place this trade. So there's 3 positions that I would be considering, that I am considering opening for tomorrow. And I think I will just leave this one on my screener. Or if I am if I'm ready to do it. Should I go long here? Let's do it. I'm going to place an order to open this position tomorrow, first thing on the market. So I do that as I go to order. I want £10. My price level will be 636, which hopefully will be where the market opens. And my stop 46. The order is good until cancelled. And yeah, I just want to force the open tomorrow. Yeah, and that's where I'll place that order. So we'll see if that gets opened up tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow we'll see how that goes. So now we should have another position in there tomorrow for Safestore Holdings PLC. And yeah, just a quick look at the account while we're in here. Jupiter Fund Management's doing exceptionally well, and I'm really confident that we're going to see some good movement in this over the next few weeks. If you saw my video at this point here, which was 5th of June, so that was 2 weeks ago, I said that I would be seriously considering buying this position in my ISA. And if you'd have done that now, you would have experienced a roughly about 8% increase in price since that time. So it would have been an 8% increase in my ISA if I'd have done that. I am only spread betting in this case. I've got my ISA holdings are in Rent a Kill and Entertainment One at the moment, those two, and I think I also have a number of, in my personal ISA, I've got some holdings in some mining stocks, which I've had for a long time, which is a very long-term hold. All right, so this is where I'm going to end the video for the night, guys. I hope that's useful. There's 3 positions to consider for the next couple of days, and I'll post another one of these videos when next I consider opening. If you want to receive this video or these types of videos before the market opens tomorrow, then get yourself along to pitvillagetrader.co.uk and subscribe to my membership list, because I won't always post this on YouTube on the evening before the night I'm going to open. For the next few weeks, I probably will do that as things are building up, and I'm trying to build up an audience and get people involved. So if you haven't already done that, then subscribe to the channel, click the little bell, because apparently that will be the thing that you need to do if you want to be part of this, if you want to be notified when this video goes up. And I will see, so that yeah, so that's pretty much all you need to do. Get yourself like pitvillagetrader.co.uk, check the articles on there for more videos like this, subscribe, click the bell to be send notifications about these kinds of videos, and that's it for now, guys. So I'll see you next time. I hope you all have an amazing day, an amazing night. Be happy and trade well. Cheers, bye.